Welcome to Project P. So what we have here is a box. It says Nissan on it. It's from Japan. It's quite expensive. The box isn't the expensive part though, it's what's inside. So what we have here is an S14 5-speed gearbox, brand new from Nissan. So we're going to chuck this onto the Silvia today. And yeah, that should fix all the gearbox issues. So let's open this up and see how shiny it is. So because we are going to do some wiring, we're going to disconnect the battery terminal just so it doesn't short circuit. So before you jack up the car, we're just going to take all the interior bits off and take the shifter and all the linkage and stuff off, just so you're not having to jack up the car and bring it down again and all that. So now that we've jacked up the car, above my head here is the shifter plate and linkage. You can get it from on top of the car, but it's a lot harder. So we've just jacked it up. So there's just 6 nuts, 6 bolts here. We'll take off, then we'll lower the car and then just take out the shifter. So now we've just lowered the car. So now we can just pop this shifter linkage out like so. Yours will probably look silver. This is a short shifter, but it's the same kind of thing. So yeah, it's just 6 bolts. Some of them are easier to access underneath, but there is the 4 main ones you can actually access it from up top just with a socket. So we're going to drain the gearbox oil just from the drain plug there. And the drain plug is quite rooted. It's just stripped that there, so we can't actually drain it from there. So what we've done is there's the speed sensor's in here, which we're not using. I've unplugged that. We've drained a little bit of oil out, but not too much. So what we're going to do is take the tail shaft off and hopefully drain some of the oil out the back here, and we'll probably lower the gearbox as well. So we've taken off the tail shaft, a bit of the exhaust that's out of the way. Also, a thing to remember is when you're doing the swap from a 6-speed to a 5-speed, this actual gearbox bracket cross member, it is actually different. It looks very similar to the 6-speed one, but it actually is different. But yeah, so other than that, I think we're just going to get the wiring out of the way and then get this slave cylinder off and then just start taking the bolts off, and then we can take the gearbox out. So now we're just getting the wiring out of the way, and then we can hit the hard part, which is the bell housing bolts. And for this, there's 3 key things you need. You need every extension you can find, small hands, and patience. So So if you're looking at doing the 5-speed conversion on your S15 like what I've done here, look in the description below. I'll link a website which has a detailed walkthrough, everything you need to know, step-by-step process of doing this conversion. It's super helpful, so if you are looking at doing this, definitely check out that link. So we've taken all the bolts out, all the 13, the tail shaft's out, the wiring's disconnected. So now we can just take the gearbox out. This is the moment where you need the muscle, so come on in. So now that this gearbox is out, we can just chuck all the bits we need from it. So we need the breather hose, and I think that's about it, to be honest. And then we obviously got to take all the plastic and stickers off it and stuff. Heading here. You to go up. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Yes.
So the gearbox is finally in. Now what is probably a 10 to 20 minute video for you guys was a 2-day ordeal. It was hell. The only problem really that we faced the entire time was just the shaft on the new gearbox marrying up with the clutch. Just wasn't having any of it. But we got there eventually, a bit of patience, a bit of finesse, slid right on in. So fingers crossed, that's the last time we touch a Silvia gearbox for a long time, because I hate it, and I mean, arms are looking a bit better because of it, but I'm over it, sick of it.
Me too.
Yeah, stuff that. So now that Morgan's got, hopefully, a working car, he'll be in attendance to his Morgan's Got His License Back Project B meet, which if you haven't responded, RSVP'd, we'll put the Facebook link below and we'll make sure that's there. Go check it out. It's going to be an awesome, awesome night. Attendance is looking pretty good already. But if you've enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, comment below and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next Project B video.